Welcome back to the Bright Side Up podcast. You guys, we're going to get straight to the point. This is one of those bite-sized episodes, and it's something that Erin and I have been talking about, and we've been seeing it pop up on Instagram, and that is the fact that wellness is fantastic until it's overwhelming. Everywhere we're looking, we're seeing you should take this supplement, you should be eating this, you shouldn't be eating this, you should be sleeping this many hours, doing all these things, and at the end of the day, it leads to overwhelm. So we want to just completely take away that talk track and bring it back to really simplify and doing things that make you actually feel.
And something I remind people that come to my classes is the hardest part is just walking through the door. Let everything else just kind of become routine and don't overthink things. So consistency is key, but if it feels overwhelming because it's so noisy, especially the second you flip on Instagram, I feel like I have every ad telling me what skincare to what supplement to eating more protein to this miraculous life-changing wellness, whatever, you fill in the blank. And if we're feeling overwhelmed, then maybe we thought that you are too. And so when that overwhelm happens, it tends to make us freeze up and then maybe even steer away from those things that really do make us feel good because now we're feeling like that's not enough. And then the guilt sets in because now we didn't do our workout that we thought we were going to and our day wasn't perfect. And so now we feel guilty. And we just want to remind you that that is not the jam, especially with this new year. January is this transition month that we keep talking about. And now we're into February where we can really start to hone in on the practices, the simple practices that make us feel really, really good. No guilt.
No guilt. And I think it's so important to under promise to yourself and over deliver instead of saying, I'm going to do 100 things today, or I'm going to have this whole new morning routine. You know what? Keep it simple. I'm going to have water before my coffee. And if I get a workout, amazing. If I get to meditate, amazing. But start with one simple practice so you know you're going to find that win each day. And look, you guys, we are talking to ourselves too through this. Like these are conversations that we have. And like Erin said, something that Erin shared with me that hit the nail on the head is if wellness feels heavy, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It's because you are carrying too much. So today we're just going to talk about what we can take away and how we can win the day.
That mental load that comes in, too many rules, too many choices, too much information, and too much comparison. So what really works for me is being more intentional about my thoughts, being more intentional about what I'm doing when I feel really good and what I'm doing that is sparking joy or making me feel successful. So like Chelsea said, maybe that is drinking that cup of water before your coffee. Maybe it's taking the walk. Maybe it's actually signing up for the class that you wanted to take and following through and taking it. There's a lot of things that come in that can compete with your mental load. So paying attention to those things that make you feel joyful. And then once you kind of set your routine, okay, this is what's going to happen for me today. You're setting yourself up the night before so you feel really ready for your day when it starts. I know like I'm a victim of that where there's so many things on my to-do list. And so the day comes and I'm not properly set up so that when I have time to get those things done, nothing is getting done because I have not set myself up for success and really making the most effective of my time. And it's because I'm either not taking the time to set myself up properly, not taking the time to really prioritize my list of non-negotiables for my next day. And I think that is really going to help me feel successful and lay my head on that pillow at night thinking like, I got things done today and feel really ready for rest because the loops aren't going in my head of everything I need to get done for the next day. So I think setting myself up, really focusing on my intentional schedule, my calendar, and again, simplifying what are those things that are going to make me feel successful, joyful, and good? What is going to make me feel my gut and my mind feel good?
Yes. You guys, I literally left Erin a long voice text last week because I went in a spiral because Anthony asked me what my day looked like. And he's just asking to check in to see. And I got the most anxiety because I'm like, I don't know, like my to-do list at that time was, it's hundreds of things long. And he responded to me. He's like, look, my to-do list today is to go to work, do my job and work out. And I like wanted to be like, you don't get it. Like when you don't go to work and you have all these other things, like there's so much, but he really helped me recenter and pick two things things, because then you will win the day if you just get those 2 things done. And of course, there's going to be other things on the list, but we all know how it feels to feel like you just can't catch up and that list never gets, checked off. So we invite you to do this with us. Choose 2 things each day.
So here's kind of something to set me up that I really, really like doing is that I have a few options for breakfast in the morning. Let's like talk super basics, simple recipe, right? I know in the morning I'm going to have my Greek yogurt with granola and blueberries. Or if I'm thinking about something more savory and feeling something hot, I'm going to stick my Costco egg white bites into my air fryer and have a warm, savory breakfast. Like, or maybe it's hard boiled eggs that you've prepped before. Like, have 3 options for you, but have options because I'm done with the fasted workouts. Like, that's a no go for me in my 40s. We
I
just
am
talked about this.
so with you. I know back in the day, it used to work for me.
Yeah.
Today, it does not. I have got to have something. So it's so true. Have it prepped, have simple options. Like the less, it's just like, whoever that was that wore the same thing every single day, like fewer decisions, fewer overwhelm, like have those breakfast staples. Another piece is movement defaults. Have the movement defaults each day. It doesn't have to be perfectly planned out, but you know that your 20-minute walk is going to lift your mood. So find where you can fit that in. Or maybe today is a day for a stretch, but like know the things that you can do 15 to 20 minutes that are going to lift your mood and check that box on the days that you might not be able to get your full workout in, right?
Yeah. No, it's so true. This whole thing shouldn't feel like a project. Unless that a project inspires you, but we don't want to make it feel heavy or overwhelming. So find the non negotiables for your day, weed out everything that doesn't need to get done, or maybe lower it on the priority list. But when there's less thinking, there's going to be more follow through. And then subsequently, there's going to be less guilt.
Letting go of the guilt in 2026. It is so true. And keeping the promises to ourselves. We're going to say it over and over again. Under promise, over deliver, follow through on what you say you're going to do. And you feel so good hitting the pillow at night. Truly, since that talk with Anthony last week, I've been really intentional with just keeping it so simple. And last night, I remember he came up to me in the kitchen. He's like, "How do you feel about today? Do you feel productive?" I was like, "Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do."
Love that.
Had it been a week prior, I would have probably been beating myself up because I didn't get everything on my list done. And there's still things that, are open tasks or tabs in my brain.
Yes.
But because I
Which,
started the day with that intention, it's like I can say,
yeah.
I feel good.
Dang it, I feel good. Not overwhelmed. You can ask me how my day is going and I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to spiral.
Not this week. I don't know where I'm at in my, phase, my cycle.
Michael, poor husband's just trying to check in with us. And we're like, why are you asking me about my day?
Totally. But truly, self-care should not require project management. Like this isn't to be overthought, overwhelming. It's supposed to make you feel better. So let's let it do just that.
So we hope that this little mini bite-sized episode just reminded you of how simple wellness can be. It does not have to be your whole personality. It does not have to be this crazy time management project. We are here for you. Let's simplify things moving forward because, we don't get time to be chaotic and stressed with our day. No.
Remember this, you don't need more discipline. You need fewer decisions.
Ugh, I'm with that.
We love you guys. We'll be with you next week.
Bye.
Bye.